Rory Calhoun was an American television and film actor, screenwriter, and producer. Early life. Born Francis Timothy McCown in Los Angeles, California, Calhoun spent his early years in Santa Cruz, California. The son of a professional gambler, he was of Irish ancestry. He was only 9 months old when his father died. Calhoun's mother remarried, and he occasionally went by Frank Durgan, using the last name of his stepfather. At age 13, he stole a revolver, for which he was sent to the California Youth Authority's Preston School of Industry Reformatory at Ione, California. He escaped while in the adjustment center. After robbing several jewelry stores, he stole a car and drove it across state lines. This made it a federal offense, and when he was recaptured, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. He served his sentence at the United States Medical Center for Federal Prisoners in Springfield, Missouri. After finishing his sentence, he was transferred to San Quentin Prison on other charges. He remained there until he was paroled shortly before his 21st birthday. Career. Calhoun worked at a number of odd jobs. In 1943, while riding horseback in the Hollywood Hills, he met actor Alan Ladd, whose wife, Sue Carroll, was an agent. She landed Calhoun a one-line role in a Laurel and Hardy comedy, The Bullfighters, credited under the name Frank McCown. Shortly afterwards, the Ladds hosted a party attended by David O. Selznick employee Henry Wilson, an agent known for his assortment of young, handsome and marginally talented actors to whom he gave new, unusual names. Wilson signed McCown to a contract and it was soon changed to Rory Calhoun. Wilson carefully groomed his new client. Calhoun's first public appearance in the film Capital was as Lana Turner's escort to the premiere of Alfred Hitchcock's Spellbound, a Selznick production. The glamorous blonde and her handsome companion attracted the paparazzi, and photos appeared in newspapers and fan magazines. Selznick then began loaning his contract player to other studios. Subsequently, Calhoun appeared in Adventure Island with Rhonda Fleming, The Red House with Edward G. Robinson, and That Hagen Girl with Shirley Temple. As Calhoun's career gained momentum, he next appeared in several westerns, musicals and comedies, including Way of a Gaucho with Gene Tierney, With a Song in My Heart with Susan Hayward, How to Marry a Millionaire and River of No Return. The last two films featured Marilyn Monroe. Wilson maintained careful control over his rising star, arranging his social life and ending his engagement to French actress Corinne Calvet. In 1955, Wilson disclosed information about Calhoun's years in prison to Confidential magazine in exchange for the tabloid not printing an exposé about the secret homosexual life of Rock Hudson, another Wilson client. The disclosure had no negative effect on Calhoun's career and only served to solidify his bad boy image. In 1955, Calhoun and Julie Adams co-starred in the film The Looters, the story of a plane crash in the Rocky Mountains. Part of the picture was filmed about Tarryall Creek in Park County in central Colorado. The advertising poster reads, "5 desperate men and a girl who didn't care, trapped on a mountain of gale-lashed rock." In 1957, Calhoun formed Rawvik, a production company with his partner, Victor Orsatti, to make and star in the films The Hired Gun, The Domino Kid and Apache Territory. In 1958, on the recommendation of studio boss Desi Arnaz, Sr., Calhoun co-produced and starred in the CBS Western television series, The Texan, which aired on Monday evenings until 1960. While filming The Texan, Calhoun would continue to produce and write screenplays throughout his career. The Texan could have filmed a third year had not Calhoun desired to concentrate on films. On March 26, 1959, he appeared as himself in the episode Rory Calhoun, the Texan, on the CBS sitcom December Bride, starring Spring Byington, a series then in its fifth and final season of production. After The Texan ended, Calhoun was considered for the lead of James West in the 1965-1969 CBS series, The Wild Wild West. But the producers were not impressed with his screen test and instead chose Robert Conrad. Like many American actors, Calhoun also made a variety of films in Europe, notably starring in Sergio Leone's first film, The Colossus of Rhodes. Calhoun continued to appear in both television and film throughout the 1970s and 1980s, including Thunder in Carolina, Rawhide, Gilligan's Island, Hawaii Five-0, Alias Smith and Jones, and Starsky and Hutch. In 1982, Calhoun had a regular role on the soap opera Capital, having been persuaded to accept the role by his family after his regret over turning down a part on CBS's Dallas. He stayed with the series until 1987. Calhoun became known to a new generation for several roles in cult films such as Night of the Lepus, Motel Hell, Angel and its sequel Avenging Angel, as well as Hell Comes to Frogtown. His final role was that of grizzled family patriarch and rancher Ernest Tucker in the 1992 film Pure Country. Personal life. Calhoun was married twice. He had 5 daughters, 3 with wife Lita Barron, 1 with his second wife, journalist Sue Rhodes, and 1 with actress Vitina Marcus. When Lita Barron sued Calhoun for divorce, she named Betty Grable as one of 79 women with whom he had adulterous relationships. Calhoun replied to her charge, "Heck, she didn't even include half of them." In 1966, actress Vitina Marcus filed a paternity suit against Calhoun. Both actors were married at the time. The suit was settled in Los Angeles Superior Court for an undisclosed sum. Death. Rory Calhoun died in Burbank, California, at the age of 76 from complications resulting from emphysema and diabetes. Legacy. For his contribution to film, Calhoun has 2 stars, one on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 7007 Hollywood Boulevard, and a second star at 1750 Vine Street for his work in television. Filmography. The Bullfighters billed as Frank McCown. Where Do We Go From Here? The Great John L. Nob Hill. The Red House. Adventure Island. That Hagen Girl. Miraculous Journey. Massacre River. Sand. A Ticket to Tomahawk. Return of the Frontiersman. County Fair. Rogue River. I'd Climb the Highest Mountain. Meet Me After the Show. With a Song in My Heart. Way of a Gaucho. The Silver Whip. Powder River. How to Marry a Millionaire. River of No Return. The Yellow Tomahawk. Dawn at Socorro. A Bullet is Waiting. 4 Guns to the Border. Ain't Misbehavin'. The Looters. The Treasure of Pancho Villa. The Spoilers. Raw Edge. Red Sundown. Flight to Hong Kong. Utah Blaine. The Big Caper. The Hired Gun. Domino Kid. Ride Out for Revenge. The Saga of Hemp Brown. Apache Territory. Thunder in Carolina. Marco Polo. The Colossus of Rhodes. The Treasure of Monte Cristo. Fate in the Rain. The Gun Hawk. The Young and the Brave. Young Fury. Finger on the Trigger. Black Spurs. Apache Uprising. Our Men in Baghdad. Operation Delilah. Operation Cross Eagles. The Girl of the Nile. Las Virgenes de la Nueva Ola. Night of the Lepus. One Ton Ton. The Dog Who Saved Hollywood. Mule Feathers. Mission to Glory. A True Story. Love and the Midnight Auto Supply. Bitter Heritage. Revenge of Bigfoot. The Main Event. The Rebels. Flatbed Annie and Sweetie Pie. Lady Truckers. Smokey and the Judge. Runnin' Hot. Motel U Hell. Angel. Avenging Angel. Hell Comes to Frogtown. Rollerblade Warriors. Taken by Force. Bad Jim. Pure Country. Television. Death Valley Days. The Texan. Bonanza. Gunsmoke, Rawhide, I Spy, Gilligan's Island, Custer, Lancer, The Doris Day Show, Owen Marshall, Counselor at Law, Police Story, H.E.C. Ramsey, Petrocelli, Policewoman, Moven, On, Little Vic miniseries, Starsky and Hutch, Fantasy Island, The Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo, Heart to Heart, The Blue and the Gray, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Tales from the Crypt, Producer, The Hired Gun, Domino Kid, Apache Territory, The Texan, Fists of Steel, Writer, Shotgun, Domino Kid.